Good day. The topic of today's video is to discuss chaps. In particular, how to choose what size to buy, how to fit them properly, and what's an easy way to put those things on. Let's talk about that. When selecting chaps, basically you choose the size that's going to fit properly around your thigh. If it fits properly around your thigh, the waist is going to be large enough and they're going to be long enough, at least for the vast majority of the people anyway. There's also adjustability to them as well, which I'll show you as we get into this video. So, when you've got your pair of chaps, I'm going to show you the way that I put them on. Everybody's got their own kind of technique and so forth. I'll show you the way I do it. I find it the easiest, and hopefully it'll help you. So basically you start by making sure that everything's unzipped, so the legs are unzipped and open, and the waist is open. All right? So step number one, put it around your waist and do up the belt. And when you do up the belt, there's no need to tighten it too much. In fact, it's probably good if you don't tighten it very well. You want to be able to kind of move them around. It makes it a lot easier to put on. All right? The next step is you've got a lot of material coming toward the center. So you take the center, you feed it between your legs and around. And when you go to do up the legs, you do them up from the side. So one hand holds one part of the zipper, the other hand feeds the zipper in, and there you go. Just as easy as that. Next step, same thing on the other leg. Feed it between your legs and around. Now this is a good example of why you want them a little bit loose, because you can kind of scooch them around so it's easier to get to the zipper without being an Olympic gymnast. So once again, one hand zipper to the top, feed in on the other side. Just as easy as that. So then you can scooch them back into a natural feeling position. You can do up the waist more if you'd like, which I will do here. So now they fit very nice. So how do we know if it's the right fit? So basically you do want them a little bit snug around your leg. You need to be able to do them up, but they should be a little bit snug around your leg, so that when you take your hand and put it between the chap and the leg, it kind of feels like you're putting your hand in the back pocket of a nice fitting pair of jeans. All right? So it should be snug, but it shouldn't be tight. You should be able to do them up, but they shouldn't be too loose, if that makes any sense. What's going to happen with leather is that they're not going to get any smaller. They're going to relax with your body heat and movement and so forth, and they're going to stretch out a little bit, if you will. So they're basically, you don't want them to be too loose. You want to give them a little bit of room to move. So the next thing that you do is to lengthen them, cut them to length, in other words. So most of the time, I mean, I'm a fairly tall guy, but I still have too much chap down there. It needs to be hemmed. So for this part, you get a partner to help you. You put on the boots that you're going to use while riding. You do up the snaps. So with your riding boots on, your snaps done up, they're sitting properly in the right position. Then you actually sit on your motorcycle and you get a partner to mark off where you'd like them to be cut, basically. So I would maybe need to cut, I would say, an inch off the bottom of here, not a heck of a lot. I'm a very tall person, but there's all of this range of adjustability. So you basically mark off where you want it to be, take them off, and then you use a very sharp head or shears or scissors to just cut them off to length. Then you've got a perfectly fitting pair of chaps, keep you nice and safe. Other features in chaps that you should really consider is when you have them on, you'll notice that the chap is covering the front pocket of my pants. I like to keep things in the front pockets of my pants, but when you're wearing chaps, it's darn near impossible to get into there effectively. That's why a lot of the premium chaps, like this model here, will have a nice zipped pocket, deep pockets, where you can actually put things. So the pockets are now in your chaps instead of in your pants. A lot of the inexpensive chaps will have maybe a little coin pocket or something like that. Not going to be able to put much in there. So choosing some chaps with nice pockets is actually a good thing. Another feature you might want to think about with the Chaps as well is you will see, I talked about adjustability, we talked about adjusting the length. As you'll see, there's adjustability on the back as well, where you can take it in a fair bit or even loosen it up a little bit as you need based on your waist size and how you'd like it to fit. So you have adjustability on the back as well of course, the belt on the front. Another aspect of Chaps is lining. So these have a nice kind of a nylon lining, basic lining. You can get some Chaps that have removable lining, which is nice for really cold weather, that sort of thing. Regardless of the lining, you'll see that the area at the bottom with the snaps is just naked leather, because once again, this is the area of adjustability where you'll cut it off based on what you need, based on how tall you are. So those are it. That is kind of a tutorial on Chaps. I really like to wear Chaps when I ride because safety is important to me. If I lay the bike down, I want to be protected. So the thing about Chaps is you can put them on, go for your ride. When you get to your final destination, you can take the Chaps off, put them in your saddlebag, and then you just got your regular pants on. You don't have to wear riding pants all the time, which is kind of cool. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and keep an eye out for the other videos to come soon. Have a good day.